When most people start marketing their business online, they do the exact same thing. They create an account on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and Pinterest, trying to launch on every single network all at once. The logic seems obvious. If you have a presence on 7 different websites, you have 7 different ways for customers to find you. More accounts should equal more growth. But managing that many profiles takes a massive amount of time. You have to format videos, design graphics, and write different captions every single day. Within a few weeks, the workload becomes impossible to maintain, and the quality of the content drops across the board. By trying to reach every possible demographic across every platform, your message becomes entirely generic. You end up putting out weak posts that fail to capture anyone's actual attention. This matrix illustrates a crucial distinction in how we measure social media performance: vanity metrics versus targeted success. We are looking at 2 very different outcomes from a piece of content. On the left, you might have a short video that hits 10,000 views. It feels like a massive win. But if those viewers are entirely outside your target demographic, they aren't going to click your link or buy your product. The actual business return is 0. Now, look at the right side. A highly focused post on a different platform might only get 500 views. But if those 500 people are business owners actively looking for your exact service, you might generate 3 high-paying clients from that single post. You are choosing between ubiquity, trying to be visible everywhere, and resonance, making a specific impact where it counts. 1 million views from people who will never buy from you won't pay your bills. This ability only has value when it reaches an audience that actually needs what you sell. To manage the workload of being on multiple networks, creators usually resort to copying and pasting. They take one video, use the exact same caption and hashtags, and upload it to 5 different apps to save time. But every app is built around distinct user behaviors. A long text post that performs perfectly for a professional audience will completely flop on an app designed for quick swiping entertainment. The algorithms restrict content that doesn't fit the native format, killing your reach instantly. To stop wasting effort, you have to look at what each platform is actually built to do, starting with short-form video networks like TikTok. Succeeding here requires a very specific set of inputs. You need to produce a high volume of videos, stay on top of rapid trends, and write incredibly strong hooks that grab attention in the first 3 seconds. If you can do that consistently, the outcome is massive top-of-funnel discovery. It is an incredibly efficient way to build a large audience quickly. However, viewers on these apps are often casually scrolling for entertainment. Pulling them off the app and turning them into paying leads usually requires a completely separate marketing funnel. You get the awareness, but the conversion takes heavy lifting. Now compare that rapid discovery to environments built for professional networking and deep education, like LinkedIn. The users here expect detailed industry opinions, case studies, and professional insights. You have to prove your credibility rather than just entertain. Look at this scorecard comparing the 2. Building an audience on LinkedIn is a much slower process than short-form video. But because you are speaking directly to decision makers and professionals, a small following here often translates into high-quality, high-paying business-to-business leads. Then we have search-based platforms like YouTube, which requires an entirely different commitment. Creating detailed, long-form tutorials demands heavy upfront work for scripting, filming, and optimizing titles for search engines. But the reward is evergreen discovery. Because it functions like a search engine, a well-made tutorial can continue answering specific customer questions and generating leads for months or even years after you hit publish. Your choice comes down to your primary timeline. You have to decide if your business needs a spike in immediate reach today, or if you have the resources to build long-term authority for tomorrow. For many local and visually driven businesses, neither viral short-form nor long-form tutorials make the most sense. They rely on community-centric platforms like Facebook and Instagram. These networks thrive on entirely different inputs. They require consistent visual branding, integration with local maps and search, and steady daily updates about what is happening in the business right now. When executed correctly, this establishes deep trust within a specific geographic area and keeps past customers coming back. If you run a local brick-and-mortar store, A viral video reaching 1 million people across the globe does not help you. You need 50 people in your specific zip code to walk through your front door. Before you shoot a single video or write a single post, you have to look at how your actual customers behave, not what app happens to be trending in the news. This flowchart maps pairings by objective. A software company targeting executives goes straight to B2B leads, pairing LinkedIn and YouTube. A local clinic needs foot traffic, following the middle path to Facebook and Instagram. Digital educators pair TikTok with YouTube. You do not need an account on every branch of this chart to succeed. By following your specific business goal, you eliminate the pressure to be everywhere at once. The most practical way to avoid creator burnout is to adopt the Master 2 framework. Look at your resources. Select a maximum of 2 platforms that perfectly align with your target audience, committing entirely to understanding their specific native formats. Once you establish your presence, measure your success by the number of qualified inquiries and concrete leads you receive. Ignore the wrong number of likes or shares, because engagement without intent is useless. Trying to take a shortcut by copying and pasting a single piece of content across 7 different networks is a false economy. You might save an hour of formatting, but you guarantee that the content will underperform everywhere. Building up precise, culturally native presence on just one platform will always generate more actual business value than maintaining 5 scattered, poorly managed accounts.